everybody. It's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. Last year, Bethesda Studios, along with ZeniMax, released a game that was a massive multiplayer online RPG involving the Elder Scrolls. It was also announced to be released for new-gen console users not too far after that. Well, it's been over a year, and finally, we console users have our version of it, which would be the 1.6 version for you PC users, Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. About fucking time. Well, let's take a look at it together, shall we? Game on, heads!
The storm is coming.
Better get out the umbrellas. The chaotic world of Tamriel fights against Metamarco, the king of worms. I got worms. You wake up a sacrifice in a prison somewhere. It is Elder Scrolls after all. With the help of a Nord piece, you find the prophet who gets you out of Dodge, then tells you have a greater purpose in life. From there, you can do whatever it is you feel like, taking on missions from random non-playable characters scattered all throughout the map. Depending on what race and what group you're a part of, you start off in a specific spot, filled with people of yours or races within that group. They have so many different tasks for you to take on yourself, which help you build up your character however you choose. Like in previous Elder Scrolls games, your level ups depend on how many different skills you utilize in battle or random mundane activities. You can gain those by reading books instead of burning them, or taking on blacksmithing, alchemy, whatever it is that fits your fancy. But really it all comes down to the different side missions. As you know, in most Elder Scrolls games, the main plot appears to be more of a subplot that you don't even have to worry about. But now with others involved, you speak to all these non-playable characters that are every single step you take. And from there, you can help them out however you choose. Or you can be a cock and harm people, hurt people, break the law, loot from people, and stuff like that. Amongst many of these missions, you can also involve yourself with guilds. They have returned, they are everywhere, and they will also help you level up your character. And what about if you want to just screw around? This game's got you covered for that too. And that's pretty much it. So what do I think of this game? I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan with not really an online player mentality, but you put them together and it seems to be working out well. Really, when you look at it, this is a match made in heaven. You have the excessive, deep, thorough lore of Elder Scrolls, along with a massive multiplayer online environment. For many years, it seems Elder Scrolls was going to go down this route, considering basically every Elder Scrolls game is a massive multiplayer for an individual. But now, combining every individual's playset with others around the United States, around the world, seems to be something that has been long overdue. I have noticed a little bit of lag, and there are some weird hit detection problems right off the bat, but aside from all that, the game seems to be very smooth. The graphics also look to be an improvement based on what I've seen from PC players in the past. It's not saying much since I haven't played it on PC, but who knows exactly what the difference is unless you've played both. I leave that open to anyone who has played on the PC and the new-gen consoles. You have all the races at your disposal, but you do have to pay extra for the Imperial race, which I really didn't like. However, upon saying that, this is a massive multiplayer online, and there is going to be a whole lot of extra content thrown in here, so I'm sure a few extra dollars, or a few extra tens of dollars, just to play the Imperial race is not a big deal, especially with all the cool armor they're going to give you. You have so many missions all over the place, and I do have to say that the map, as well as the compass on top, does lend to make it easier to find wherever it is you want to go. The menu has plentiful options, which makes it hard to figure out exactly what you're looking for, but consider this. how many different pieces of armor you can put on your character, it does lend it to be very customizable to even the smallest figures. There are some aspects of the game that I thought needed a little bit more explanation. Pretty much they show you how to fight, and then as you go along they give you tips. You do have a tutorial submenu in the main menu that does handle all the other portions of the game that you might not have seen or didn't get a chance to learn. Mounting, for instance, you gotta look that one up. There are a whole bunch of different other things that you have to look up as well, but for the most part you can play through this game with just the first mission that is thrown at you from the get-go. I do have to hook up my earpiece in order to start communicating with people if I want, or at least block them out from the TV and everything else when I'm streaming. But whatever the case, it does overall appear to be very, very much into chatting and communication with other players. However, upon saying that, if you want to go silent, not a big deal either. I'm sure we'll find out more about the main storyline as we go along. I'm sure we'll find out more about what's going on here with Menamarco, the High Elf Necromancer, and everything else that he's doing with Molag Bal, not to be confused with Uwe Boll, the director. But whether or not you can spend hours upon days, upon months, upon years playing this, that's up to you. I, for one, am looking forward to getting deeper and deeper into this game. Overall, there's just so much for me to do and so much for me to get involved in. But you can watch me stream it live on twitch.tv/CDTheBookman every night at 8 p.m. So look out for that and everything involved with me and the Elder Scrolls Online. Now, thank you all for watching. I have more for you soon to come, so stay tuned, take care, and have a great day. I know usually I would say something like this around Halloween, and it's not even really the summer yet, but well, I just feel inclined to tell you, I'm Bookman.